Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Break with Tanisha. I am your host, Tanisha Burke. And if you are visiting us for the first time, welcome. This channel is all about entrepreneurship, specifically in network marketing. And we just like to talk about different things that affect us as entrepreneurs in the network marketing industry. If you are returning, welcome home. Welcome back. Good to see everybody. Go ahead in the comments and shout out and let me know what city and state you are checking in from. And I'm also sharing the link. If you are camera ready, join us in studio. So we got Miss Chrissy Paul checking in from Mactown, Georgia. Hey, Chrissy, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I love it. Oh, Barbara, you're at Cruise 360. That is one of my favorite events. I love Cruise 360. I've been to several of them. And it is a wealth of information. Plus, you get those credits with CLIA. So have a great time, Barbara, at Cruise 360. Take lots of notes and definitely do some networking while you're there. It is a great, great opportunity. We got Shayna Marie checking in from Stillwell, Oklahoma. Hey, Shayna, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Shallon, checking in from Columbus, Georgia. I love it. 74 degrees. Yes, and it feels good to be back. I missed y'all last week. I really, really did. Last week, I was on my son's school 8th and 9th grade class trip. We went to New York and we went to Washington, D.C. So had a lot of fun. But man, can I tell y'all, it was a lot of walking. My husband calculated. Over the 4 days, we walked between 25 and 30 miles. Yeah. Your girl, my whole body was just like aching. I was partly miserable, but then I liked it. But I was just like, oh my gosh, this is way too much walking. And my sneakers that I had on were kind of flat. They didn't have like that that insole thing or whatever. Yeah, so I didn't really have good walking sneakers on. So that my shins were hurting. But you know what your girl did? As soon as I got back on Thursday, Friday morning, I was at the massage. I was getting that hot stone massage. It felt so good. It felt so good. Hey, Arthetis, checking in from Detroit, Michigan. Detroit. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Angie checking in from Alabama. Hey, Angie. Y'all come on and join me in studio. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Hey, Wanda. Wanda's checking in from Gator Nation, Gainesville, Florida. Wanda, it's supposed to be nice and hot today. Yep. The high is going to be 87 today here in Florida. Matter of fact, I was just sitting outside just getting a good 10 minutes worth of sun before I came in to do this podcast. But it was awesome. Hey, Martina. Thank you. It feels good to be back. I truly missed y'all. So before we get started, I definitely want to go through the celebrations and stuff. But before we get started, let's talk about Lifestyle by Tanisha on the Seas. Yes. Coming up April 27th to May 2nd, 2025. We are going to be on the Margaritaville at Sealander. It is departing out of the port of Tampa, Florida. And we're going to have a great time. We're just going to have a great time. We're going to Key West, which I have never been to Key West. And we're going to Cozumel. So I am looking forward to seeing everyone who's going to be sailing with us. We're going to have a really, really good time. I'm looking to have fun. I'm looking to connect with my community. Those of you who follow me on YouTube, my business partners, I am looking forward to just connecting with you all and just having a good time and fellowship and breaking bread. And I don't know. We might have to put an excursion together where we could all go on an excursion. We're going to have a cocktail hour. We're probably going to have an all white event. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to do some stuff. It is going to be fun. So, if you are a business partner, I did post the link to reserve your cabin in our Team Lux Platinum group. To reserve your cabin, it's only $100. And I have this set up where you can make monthly payments that are literally between $70 and $80 a month. And that's for the balcony cabin, right? So, I understand that, with inflation and money is tight, I made it very affordable and chose a date that was far out so that everybody had the opportunity to come. So go ahead and reserve your cabin. The price is based on double occupancy. So you need to have a roommate with you. You do not need to choose your roommate right now. You can still make your $100 deposit and you can add your roommate later. The $100 will hold the entire cabin. So you can work on getting your roommate. If you are following me on YouTube, you're not a business partner, but you want to come on a cruise with us, just send me an email at tanisha@tanishaburke.com. Send an email to tanisha@tanishaburke.com and I can send you the link. I'll also go ahead and post the link in the, not in the chat, but down below this video for anyone who wants to come. And this is something that I'm going to be doing annually. So I don't know. I think for 2026, Shamika, I think I want to do Belize. I love Belize. So that one may be a little bit longer of a cruise. So that's probably going to be like a 7-day cruise. But this is going to be our first one. So who's going to Cozumel and Key West with me to have a great time? We already have the cabins are starting to fill up. I think there's only, what did I post, Shamika? I think there's only like 6 balcony cabins left, if I'm not mistaken. Last I checked. Key West is interesting, like the unique style. Yes. I don't like key lime pie. I haven't. I know I'm a Floridian now, but yeah, me and key lime, not a fan. Not a fan. Hello, Facebook user. Great afternoon. Great afternoon. Shamika said, I will beat it. Shamika, do you have your roommate? Do you know who you're rooming with yet?
I might have to drag her with me, but yeah, I know who she is.
Michelle says she's thinking about going. Who has to think about going on a cruise? Like, really, Michelle? Why you gotta think about it? That's what I want to know. Why you gotta think about it? Why aren't you like, oh, cruise? Yeah, I'm in. I'm going. I don't understand that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Will we be able to see the full price or is it a monthly payment for now? When you click on the link, everything is there. It tells you the total price. You can pay in full or you can make monthly payments. I made it very affordable for everyone. So just click on the link in our Team Lux Platinum group. But you do need a $100 deposit to hold your cabin. All right. So let's talk about celebrations. Let's talk about celebration. So what have you done to move your business forward? Who wants to talk about it?
I can kind of talk about it. This weekend, I said I was blitzing, and so what that means is I was just going all out, massive action, in my business, and I'm proud of myself because it was like I was going back to what I originally used to do, which was talking to crazy amounts of people, um, each day. So I did that. I calculated how many people I called, who answered, who said yes, who said no, who said call me back, who hung up. Uh, but I did relaunch my business this weekend, so I was able to do that via Zoom. Yeah, so I'm excited about that as well because initially I got 7 people who told me they were going to be on, and I got actually 5 people who actually showed up. So I'm like,
That's
okay, my
awesome.
ratio is getting better because usually
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 out of 7. So I'm
Right.
excited about that, and I'm really just excited about just pushing through.
I
And
love it. I love it. I love it. So now you got to keep it going.
right,
Right now you got to be consistent with that. You don't just want to do it one time. Consistent lack of consistency is probably one of the biggest killers of anyone's business in network marketing. It's something that you just got to stick with it. And I at the Orlando meeting last night, I was talking about how there's a difference when you're in your business, but when the business is in you, right? And when the business is in you, every decision that you make, you consider, okay, how is it going to affect my business, right? Every decision that you make. I remember I had a friend that was actually a business partner who was moving to Florida, and we went looking for apartments. And as we pulled up, the first thing we looked at, parking. Is there ample parking here? Why? Because we're going to do PBRs, right? We're going to do private business receptions. We're going to do travel parties. So what's the parking like, right? And if it didn't have really good parking for guests, we didn't even make it in the building, right? And then once we got in the building, the next thing we looked at was, do they have a business center? And if so, how late does it stay open? If the business center closes at 5 o'clock when the leasing office closes, guess what? We turned around and we left, because that, again, wouldn't be conducive to us doing business, right? We don't always want to be in a position where we have to invite people into our apartment. So we want to have a nice lobby business area where you can, do a presentation for, 3 or 4 people at 7 o'clock at night once they get off work or something like that. So when the business is in you, every decision you make, you consider, how is this going to affect my business? Is it going to, positively affect my business, or is it negatively going to affect my business? Even when I was having this house built, right? I looked at parking, and I also looked at the layout of, the house itself. I needed to make sure that, okay, if I was doing a presentation for 2 people, do I have a nice setup where I can do that? Yep, I can do that right here in my dividend, right? If I have 3, 4, 5 people, yep, I can do that right in the Lux Blessings living room. And if I have 15, 20 people, guess what? I can do that in the family room, right? So I made sure that every area of the house was conducive. And now that we got the theater room, oh, can you imagine doing a business presentation in the theater room where they can recline back and on the big screen? Yeah, we got it going on. But again, there were some floor plans that were just not conducive to me doing business, and so I didn't even consider them. Boss Lady said, I had a few people who saw the webinar and watched the big picture video. I did not get an input or was able to do a 3-way because they show no interest, but they did at least see the info. That's good. That's the main thing. You just want to expose people to the business. And if it's right for them, great. If it's not, guess what? You can just book their travel, right? In our business. All right. Anybody else do anything that we could celebrate? Anybody? I have a great topic for us today. Today, I hope everybody has their pen and paper. We are going to discuss 8 tips to help you stay committed to your weekly planner. How many of you have challenges with time management? Either you're all over the place, or you're feeling overwhelmed sometimes, or things are just falling through the cracks. You have a issue with consistency or challenge with consistency. Chrissy said me. Chrissy, what is your biggest challenge with time management? Where would you say that you are falling? Michelle said me. Same thing, same question to you, Michelle. What is your biggest issue with time management or sticking to a planner? Oh, wait. Well, let's celebrate Wanda. She says, I'm preparing myself to do my first travel vendor table in May at a festival. Awesome, Wanda. Good job. Good job. Make sure you have, some pull-up banners and a thing to do raffle. It's all about networking. It's all about networking. That's awesome. Shamika said, I used to have the problem. Uh-huh. Because we've talked about this, right? All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. 8 tips to help you stay committed to your weekly planner. Well, let's talk about the first step. You need to have a weekly planner. Duh. Right? How many of you do not have a physical weekly planner that at a minimum 30-minute blocks of time? Some people do 15. That doesn't work for me. Sometimes it takes me 15 minutes just to focus. So that doesn't work for me. 30 minutes is more my speed. But how many of you at this time, and be honest, do not have a weekly planner? If you don't have a weekly planner, go get one. You need to have a weekly planner that, like I said, has a minimum 30-minute time blocks for the hours of the day. So, 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30. Definitely want to have that. All right. Michelle said, my biggest issue is staying on a time schedule and consistently completing my weekly schedule. You meant completing, right? Okay. All right. So staying on time. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. So, matter of fact, let's just jump into it, because when it comes to staying on time, that's where my cell phone comes in. My cell phone calendar keeps me on time because I got alerts and stuff going off. So this is what I use to make sure that I'm not late for anything. But the consistency, that's going to happen with the weekly planner. So we're going to get into that a little bit more. Chrissy says, I'm at home all day. I think it's because I have all of this free time. Chrissy, yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's funny because when I was working a full-time job, I was able to accomplish so much in my business. And then the moment I left my job and became a full-time entrepreneur and I had more time to work the business, it was a challenge. You have to be extremely disciplined to be able to be productive when you are working your network marketing business full time. You have to be disciplined. It requires discipline. So again, Chrissy, this is where the weekly planner comes in, right? Because when you worked the job and you had to go into the office, you knew exactly you had a certain amount of work you had to do before you clocked out, right? And so you had a daily method of operation that you adhered to while you were working in the office. Well, now that you're home, you have to set up that same style, that same schedule, and have business hours for when you're working at home. Let's see. Shana says, I have a planner, but I would like a better one. Do you have a recommendation? I do, and I'm going to share that towards the end of this session today, this podcast, because I have switched, and I'm going to share that information with you. But Shana, just like you, I'm that person who every year, like around, fourth quarter, I'm going out looking for, okay, what planner am I going to use for the upcoming year? And when I tell you, I probably spent thousands of dollars. I had the Franklin Covey. I've had I would spend like hundreds of dollars on nice leather bound planners, and they had all this extra stuff. And I promise you, Shana, by February, I wasn't using them because they just didn't really. I thought they would flow nice with my work style, and they just didn't. They look good. They were pretty. They were nice. They were also heavy and big. But yeah, didn't work for me. So I've wasted a lot of money. Chrissy says I have a 15-minute window span. So Chrissy, are you finding that works for you? That you're able to get stuff done when you set 15-minute timers? That doesn't work for me. Wanda says same for me. Missy said, me. Hey, Tanya. Tanya said I had stopped using my planner, but just yesterday My accountability partner told me that I needed to use it again. My cell phone calendar has been an issue too. Yeah, so the cell phone is just to keep you on time to make sure you're not late. But when you talk about tracking your productivity and being accountable for hitting your daily goals and your weekly goals, you need a weekly planner. Great afternoon. Great afternoon. Becky said, same for me. I'm assuming you're referring to buying something and then not using it by February. I heard people say setting alarms on their phones does not work for them. What would you suggest for that? I think that might not be the case for everyone. So I am an Apple user. So if I really feel like I need an alarm to do something, like maybe reading, so that I'm constantly not checking my watch, because then that could be distracting me checking the time to see how much. I just say, hey, y'all know who we call for Apple, right? Hey, set an alarm for 30 minutes. So I use her a lot to set those alarms so that I'm not looking at my watch or looking at my clock. But the way I have my calendar set up, I really don't have an issue with that. But yeah, when it comes to reading, I definitely have to use our assistant with our Apple Assistant to set an alarm for stuff like that. Okay, so you do the 15 minutes, Shamika. Okay, how's that working for you? And what types of things are you using the 15-minute increments for?
It works good for me. So I use it to read. I'll use it to call people and maybe like 5 or 10 people in 15-minute increments. Um, what else do I use it for? I mean, I use it for all kind of. I use it for like Facebook. If I'm okay, I need to engage with people and comment and for post or whatever. I do that for 15 minutes and then I'll post. Or if I
Mhm.
want to go live, I might do the 15 minutes and comment, like, and message people, and then
Awesome.
do my live. So
Okay.
it works great for me.
All right. That's awesome. Shayna, same thing. She said they were expensive and heavy. Yep. I agree. I agree. Hey, Devorah. Thank you. Feels good to be back. Martina says, I stay setting alarms. Okay. So let's talk about these 8. Where am I at? Yes. 8 tips to help you stay committed. So, number 1, set aside time for planning. Guess what? If you don't do this, everything else goes downhill. You've already messed up, right? So let me get to my notes. I'm sorry, I had my notes up that I wanted to share, but set aside time for planning. Designate a specific time each week to sit down and plan out your upcoming week. This could be Sunday evening or Monday morning, for example. Consistency is the key. I like to do Sundays because Sundays I have my calendar blocks. I'm not doing, well, sometimes I have to make an adjustment to do an appointment for someone on a Sunday. But for the most part, Sunday is my rest day, my family time, my do nothing time, whatever. But Sunday is also my planning day. So any appointments that I have on my cell phone calendar, I take that time and add it to my weekly planner. And then I also, think about other things that I need to accomplish. The other thing about your weekly planner that's important is some people have a separate planner for their personal life, and then they have a different planner for business. I don't understand that at all. How do you not double book yourself? That to me is just too much work. And when it comes to the industry of network marketing, we're always telling people that this is a business that you can incorporate with your personal life, right? And with your job and stuff like that. So, how do you do that if you're using 2 calendars? So, what I always suggest to people is when you get your weekly planner, the first thing you want to fill in is your work schedule. Whatever your job schedule is, you fill that in on your weekly planner, right? Some people, they just work a simple, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or, you know, 8 to 6, whatever the case may be, 3 to 11, whatever your schedule is, they put it on the calendar. But then there's other people who their schedule changes from week to week. So again, having a weekly planner is perfect for those people who have the type of job where their schedule changes from week to week. So you just fill everything in on your weekly planner. So you start off with your work schedule. Next, it's going to be what other commitments do you have? Right? And that's going to look different. Do you volunteer somewhere and you have a schedule for that? We'll put it on your planner, right? Do you have Bible study, right? Church, put that on your weekly planner. Do you set time aside every day to meditate or exercise? Put that on the weekly planner, right? If you're a single parent, your planner is going to be filled. Cooking, yes, you need to schedule time to cook. Yep. Doing laundry, yep, needs to be scheduled. Absolutely. House cleaning, yep, needs to be scheduled. Right? All those things. If you have young kids that you help them with homework, schedule it. Right? So everything needs to get scheduled and put on the weekly planner. Yep, failure to plan is a plan to fail. Exactly. Sunday, blessed day. Yep. Great afternoon. Yes, if you have, and then again, if your kids play sports, those things need to go on the planner as well. All right. So once we set aside time for planning, next we need to break tasks into smaller steps. So I love, love, love the planner that I'm using now. Where is it? Do I not have it on my laptop? I know I have it on my laptop. All right. I'll have to get it. But the planner that I have now, I love that it'll ask me like, what are my 3 priorities that I need to, or goals that I need to accomplish for the week. But then under it, it has, okay, well, how are you going to accomplish that? So let's say my goal, let's say I have someone who is 3 away or 2 away from hitting their next rank promotion. And so my goal is to help that person hit that rank promotion that week. Well, next is going to ask me, okay, well, you have these 3 goals for the week. How are you going to hit the goal? So it'll give me 3 columns to, okay, what action steps are you going to take to ensure that you hit that goal? So it's not just saying, oh, I want to accomplish this week. Okay, that's great. But what things are you going to do? What action items are you going to take to ensure that you actually hit the goal? And I think this is a very important step for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people do not break these goals into smaller steps. They just have this grandiose goal and then they don't hit it. Why? Because you did not break down the action steps needed to achieve that goal. Number 3, prioritize tasks. Prioritize tasks. The other thing I love about the planner that I'm using is it has a section for the top 3, and then it has a to-do list. Because you might have 8 things that you need to get done on any given day, right? Well, you want to make sure you get the hardest stuff and the most important stuff out the way first, right? Make the thing that you hate to do the most, make that the priority. Get it out the way. Because sometimes you might just get a simple phone call and all hell breaks loose for the rest of the day. Throws your whole day off because now you got to go somewhere you weren't planning to go. It's further than you planned to go, right? And now you can't get anything done. But if you prioritize and let's say you identify what your top 3 are and you knock those out first thing in the morning, then it's not so bad when something happens in the middle of the day and you can't get, to the other 5 things you needed to do because those were lower on the priority list, but at least you got the 3 most important things out. And when it comes to the industry of network marketing, the top 3 needs to include your prospecting. Yes, reading is important. Yes, attending your weekly meeting is important. Yes, attaining, attending webinars and trainings and stuff. Yes, those things are important. But the most important when it comes to network marketing is your prospecting and contacting and inviting people to take a look at the opportunity. So that should be definitely in your top 3 every single day to get those things done. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, moving on, child, moving on. Number 4, review and adjust. Oh, you know what? I didn't give you my notes for number. I'm sorry. Let me go back, y'all. I forgot I had notes because I'm still talking on this. Let's go back to the break task into smaller steps. When adding tasks to your planner, break them down into smaller, manageable steps. This can help prevent feeling overwhelmed and make tasks easier to tackle. Prioritize tasks. Use your planner to prioritize tasks based on their importance and deadlines. Focus on completing high priority tasks first to ensure you meet your goals. So I kind of said all of that, but I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any of my notes. Okay, number 4, review and adjust. Review and adjust. Regularly review your planner throughout the week to track your progress and make any necessary adjustments. This can help you stay on track and adapt to changing priorities. So when I had my written planner, I always used a mechanical pencil. I did. You know why? Because a lot of times when I was reviewing and adjusting, I had to move some things. And I didn't like it to be in pen with me crossing it out. I don't like messy. So I personally always used a mechanical pencil with my weekly planner to make it easier for me to move things around and adjust them.
Can I say something real quick, Tanisha? I meant to say it when you was talking
Absolutely.
about breaking it down in smaller tasks, because I used to have this problem. I say, okay, this week I am going to peak 75 people for this week. And so you would think you'll have to talk to those people in one day, but what I had to start doing was breaking it down. Okay, 7 days in a week. That means 10 people a day. I can do 10 people a day. It makes more sense when it's 10 people a day other than saying 75 that day. And I had to really hone in on that because I was the one doing all those people in one day.
Oh,
But I
wow.
love the fact that I already have my 70 that I'm going to, follow up with or peak for the week, and then I just pull them out as the days go. So
Absolutely. So yeah, so part of your Sunday planning should be to go to your running list, grab the next batch of 75, and so now you know who you're peaking for the week. And then if you're breaking that down to, 10, 11 people a day, then now when you're doing your planning, you could actually write those, 10 people, their names down on Monday, right? And then you add the next 10 people, you write their names down on Tuesday. And then the next 10 people, you write their names down, on Wednesday, and so on and so forth. And this way you can also track, okay, check, reach this person, or, you're making a note of, I got to follow up with this person on this day. And here's what I love about that. When you're using your weekly planner, and let's say you pique someone's interest and now you have a follow-up date, you got your planner right there. So you go straight to that date, and now you're writing in that follow-up on your planner. And you'll see that now your planner is starting to fill up, right? With these follow-ups, these sign-up dates, training dates, onboarding, all of those things. So that's good. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so yes, review and adjust. This is when I was talking about, yes, using a pencil. That was what I had to do. So let's go to number 5. Oh, this was a big one for me. I struggled. You did too. Include time for self-care. Include time for self-care. Don't forget to schedule time for self-care activities, relaxation, and hobbies in your planner. Balancing work and personal activities is important for overall well-being. I cannot stress how important scheduling self-care is, especially if you're a single parent. You have got to schedule time, some downtime. And that may look different for people, right? I make sure I go and have a hot stone massage once a month. That's for me. I also make sure that I get my hair done. Well, I have no choice with a microlocks. I got to get a retie every 6 weeks, right? But I also make sure I get a pedicure. I get my nails done. And sometimes in the afternoon, I block, an hour or so just to do whatever I feel like doing, even if it's take a nap. As you get older, you need to take a cat nap, especially in network marketing. Why? Because it's usually from 5 to 9 that we're really going hard in our business, right? When people get off of work. And so, especially if you're someone like me who's working the business full time and I'm a parent, so I'm up at 6 a.m., to take my son to the bus stop and, have all these other things to do in the mornings, by the afternoon, between 3 and 5, I feel like I need to crash. I'm getting sleepy because I've been up and I've been doing so much. So sometimes I have to take a little cat nap in the middle of the day because guess what? The calendar is going to ratchet back up at 5 o'clock, between 5 and 9. It's like appointment after appointment after appointment. So that self-care is important. Also, when you are gunning for your next promotion, and you've been in network marketing for years, you could get burnt out easily. Network marketing, if you do not schedule proper self-care time, you will get burnt out. And you don't want to do that. I could being very transparent. My first 3 years at my current business opportunity, I ran like my hair was on fire. Literally, it was just laser focused for 3 years. I went really, really hard in the paint and it burnt me out. I didn't include any self-care. And so now I don't have it in me to go as hard as I did the first 3 years. I can come close, but I can't, I just don't have it in me to go that hard again. And so now I'm more careful by scheduling this self-care so that I can maintain what I'm going, the pace that I'm at now. I could do it long term. I could do it for another 10 years if I needed to at the pace that I'm doing it now. Why? Because I'm more in control of my time and I have that self-care time plugged in to make sure that I don't get burnt out again. Yes, I did, Shamika. And did you listen? Were you coachable?
I absolutely was coachable. I'd be like, sometimes I think about it, I'd be like, I could be doing something right now. I'm like, no, you don't. This is your time to sit down, do nothing, or whatever it is. And I use my 15 minutes for that as well. I might set a timer or something. Like, don't do nothing for these 15 minutes. So yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good. That's good. I love it. Who's that on Facebook that said I love my naps? I used to make fun of my brother for taking a nap, his little cat nap. And all he needed was like a good 20 minutes and he was good. I couldn't sleep for 20 minutes. If I go to sleep, it used to be when I went to sleep in the afternoon, I could literally stay asleep for the rest of the night. But it's funny because now I am able to take, I can't necessarily do 20, that's not enough for me, but a good hour. If I can take a nap for a good hour, I'm good. I'm good. Boss Lady said adding healthy eating more often to our meals is self care too, but true naps are important. Yeah, absolutely. Eating healthy is definitely going to help with that. So make sure with your weekly planner, when you include block time out for your grocery shopping, make sure you put some fruits and vegetables on that grocery list as well. Oh, okay. Missy, because you have to give StreamYard permission to show your name. That's why it wasn't coming up. But that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Number 6, use reminders and alerts. Use reminders and alerts. Set reminders and alerts on your phone or computer to help you remember important tasks and appointments. This can help you stay on schedule and ensure you don't forget anything. Again, this is a great time. You know what comes in handy is what I said earlier. Siri and Alexa.
Uh-huh.
Not you, Siri. I'm not talking about you right now. I was just saying your name.
I'm Siri.
I know
Nice
who
to
you
meet you.
are. It's nice to meet you too. She's so funny, y'all. But anyway, her and Alexa, they're perfect for being your reminder and alert. So utilize that. How many of you use Siri and Alexa for reminders and alerts? Anybody? Or is that just me?
You have 45 reminders.
Woo!
Free your goat cheese, Colby, and cheddar.
Okay, don't be
Bavaria.
telling all my
No.
business. She just telling all my reminders and stuff. So Deborah said, yeah, I use them for my alerts. Okay, good. Use technology. Martina said, I do. That's what I'm talking about. Put them chicks to work. I will set a reminder, and it's good for naps too. Because then you can say, hey, wake me up in 45 minutes. This way you can be sure you don't oversleep. Right? Or maybe you set a reminder for going for a walk, right? Tanya said another thing that some of my sideline partners just talked about. Yes. Oh, that's good. See, usually virtual coffee break is right on time. It's always, the topics seem to always be something that people were talking about or thinking about. Good. You're using them. Okay, Michelle said I'm using them too. All right, good. All right, so let's go back. The other thing that's really good with setting reminders and alerts, if you have trouble sleeping at night because your brain won't shut off, adding these things to your calendar will help with that. Usually if we can't shut off, it's because we have so many things in our mind and we don't want to forget it. So if you take it out of your mind and put it on your weekly planner and schedule time to address whatever it is, it will help you be able to go to sleep at night. Promise you that. Thank you, Tanya. I use them for prayer, events, class reading, scripture. That's good. Excellent. All right. Number 7. Make it visually appealing. Make it visually appealing. Let me see if I am able to pull up. So let me read this first. So make it visually appealing. Personalize your planner with colors, stickers, or drawings to make it more visually appealing and engaging. This can make using your planner more enjoyable and help you stay motivated. Now, I will say this. Let me see. Martina said, I need to work on that. I have trouble going to sleep. Yep, that's because you have all that stuff going on in your brain, Martina. Put it in your planner and schedule time to address each of those things, and you'll be able to sleep better. Okay, so getting back to number 7, make it visually appealing. So this is just the world according to Tanisha. I'm just sharing my story. Like I said earlier, I was that person who would buy very expensive planners, spend a lot of money, and then they just didn't work for me. And just like Shayna said, they were too heavy, so I couldn't take them with me. They were just the ones that stayed on my desk. And if I'm out and about and stuff, then that wasn't good. And I definitely didn't want to carry something heavy. So a few years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I had discovered digital planners. And I said, oh, that's cool. Cause I have my iPad, I have my laptop, plus my phone. I'm like, okay, a digital planner would work. And so I had downloaded from this one girl, this digital planner, and I tried it, and it wasn't set up for the way I work, for my business style, and my personal style. It just didn't work for me. And so the calendar didn't have 30-minute blocks. It would just have 1 hour blocks. And I'm like, and so I had to divide it in half. I didn't like it. It just, I could be a little anal when it comes to stuff looking neat and organized. So the way the calendar was set up, and then I tried to create my own 30-minute block thing. That didn't work. And again, so I'm new to digital planners. So I didn't know how many other things were out there, but it just didn't work for me. So I left it alone. Then earlier this year, I came across this other ad for a digital planner. And I said, well, it's been like a year or so. Maybe there's been a lot of advancements. Let me check this one out. And when I tell you this was the one, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now I'm going to see if, and I'm going to share, because I know y'all going to be, well, which one is it? Which one is it? Well, there you go. I just posted it for you. That's the one that I use. Let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, yeah. I can share my screen. All right. A window? Nope. I'm just going to share my entire screen. All right. Shamika, can you see my screen?
No, I don't see your screen.
Okay. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the app that I use to work my digital planner is called Good Notes. This works for iOS and Android as well. You can use Canva to create covers for your digital planner. So you can have multiple digital planners. So this is the cover that I made for my personal planner, just for like little notes and stuff of things that I want to do. That's what I use that one for. Then I have another digital planner that I use for my director meetings. Then I have another digital planner that I use for my one-on-one coaching. Then I have another digital planner that I use for my Planet Marketing notes when I'm at meetings. Then I have, so this one is pretty cool. This is the one that I use for my travel agency business. And the cool thing was I was able to create in Canva like a planner, so that now I can, here's an example of a trip that I was working on for a client. And I'm able to put their information there, a little video, image, some stuff that I might need, and, just little things here information that I received about the trip. Right. So I love, love, love that I can use that for anywhere. And then this is the one that I basically use for everything. Right. So this is the main one. So I have my goals here, right? January, I'm tracking my numbers. I'm able to make it cute and pretty, right? There's February, here's March, right? So I'm able to add some different things here, monthly goals, right? Love, love, love that I'm able to, here's June, right? There's some things. I'm going to Eagle Weekend. I'm able to put some stuff there and plan ahead. And then the other cool thing, let me give you, let's see if I can, oops, nope. I got this like in February, or I started using it in February. But let me give you an example of just a couple of things. So like here, I'm able to go to my phone and put on these 3-way calls and things like that, my to-do list, right? And then I'm able to check them off, my priorities. Then I started getting really cute with it. Let me see, where my cute stuff at? Because I got kind of bored. See, so now then I started adding little stickers and stuff just to kind of change it up. Right now I use an image for my massage as opposed to just saying massage. Right, I'm able to add the stickers to check off the different things that I'm completing. All right, so here we have March. So what I love is I have my monthly goals for March, my priorities for March, and here's where I was talking about the action steps, right? So it's not just, okay, what are your 3 goals, but what are your action steps to achieve the 3 goals? Right. Then I got real fun with the stickers. The more stickers and things and colors and stuff that I use, the better I love it. Right. It just makes me want to do it more. As you can see, that day was a payday. So I really, 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 really love my weekly planner. For being able to track information, to track my productivity, right? I was going to be out of town, so I got my out of office little image, and I got this right from Bitmoji. I was able to just kind of download that. Anyway, so that's the weekly planner. Let me stop sharing. All right. And then last but not least, celebrate your success. Celebrate your success. Acknowledge your achievements and progress throughout the week. Celebrating small victories can help you stay motivated and committed to using your planner effectively. By incorporating these steps into your planning routine, you can increase your commitment to using your weekly planner and improve your productivity and time management skills. I can't stress how much better I'm able to accomplish my goals because I have them down in my weekly planner, and I'm able to project different deadlines of when I'm going to hit certain things because I'm tracking it in my weekly planner. It's not like, oh, I hope I grow my team by 100 people this month. No, I'm able to actually track it and see it, and I'm not just pulling a number out of thin air. I have the data to back that up. So I got to tell you, I love it, love it, love it. I'm really in love with my digital planner. There's still so much you can do with it, and I'm still kind of learning it, but I don't want to spend too much time learning it. As long as I can get my basics and stuff done when I have some downtime, maybe my self-care time, I might take some of that time to watch a few more videos for the digital planner. But yeah, I really, really love it. All right. Any comments, questions, feedback? Yeah, definitely. They're useful. Makes it much more fun. Any questions? Was today's topic helpful for anyone? Anybody get some good takeaways for today that will help you with your business? I always strive to make sure that our topics here are things, actionable items that you're able to take and implement right away. So Tanya said, very powerful information today. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, Tanya. You are so welcome. Shayna said, yeah. Shayna, are you going to try the digital planner? Are you going to try one more physical planner? Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you so much. Martina said yes, very helpful. Good, 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 good. These were great reminders. Excellent, excellent, excellent. As always, you definitely helped me. Excellent, Missy. Excellent. I'm about to sneeze. All right.
Bless you.
Thank you. I knew it, Shayna. I knew it. Shayna, just because you wrote the same thing that I was feeling, I was like, she gonna try the digital. And it works really good, especially if you have an iPad, so something that's a little bit bigger. But I am able to do my digital planning from my phone. Sometimes I have my phone up and my iPad, so I'm able to go back and forth. Y'all, if y'all ain't Apple users, you can't pick up what I'm putting down. Team Apple, yes. Great. Barbara said, thank you. Great tips. Awesome. You're welcome, Michelle. She said, very helpful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Crazy said, yes, break tasks into smaller steps and prioritize. So that's your takeaway. Excellent. Yeah, that's a big one, Chrissy. You learn to break those tasks down into smaller steps. You'll be in a better position to actually accomplish the goal. Okay, Martina says she's going to try the digital calendar too. Okay, good. Y'all know I love technology. I love all things technology. If there is something out there that's going to help me be more efficient and effective in what I'm doing, I'm always going to, embrace technology. I'm always looking for new things that I can use to make life easier. Wanda said, it's always great information on the virtual coffee break. Thank you for all you do for the big team. You are so welcome, Wanda. Thank you for always showing up for your success. Shamika said, I have to force myself to use a digital planner and see how it works. Yeah, you never, just try it. It might not work for you. You might be that person who needs the physical book. It's okay. You got to find what works for you. That's the main thing. Yes. So y'all, Divorce, she's hating because she's not an Apple user. Divorce, you already know. You already know. Anytime I get to plug Apple. Well, did you know? Well, this has always been happening, but they just never talked about it. You know that Apple and Google work hand in hand together, right? Yeah, they do. They work hand in hand together. The enemies. Yeah. So soon I'm not even gonna, they're making it more public now that they work hand in hand together because of these new laws and stuff that are forcing Apple to do some things that they didn't want to do. But they've always worked hand in hand. It was just never really public. So now it's gonna take all the fun out of me getting on you Droid users. Hey, Jean, Team Apple. I love it. I love it. There you go, Divorce. Being uncoachable. Wanda said, I will also give the digital planner a try. Oh, okay, good. I love all of you that are going to try the digital planner. Let me know how you like it. May or may not be for you, but find something. Yep. Let's see. Hey, Valerie. I will have to take the time to sit down and learn the digital planner. Yep. I love it. Lots of YouTube videos on digital planning. You will be amazed. There's a few people that I follow for digital planning, but sometimes they just move so fast. But the cool thing about watching these videos on YouTube is you're able to slow it down so that they go slow. And now I can watch it and then have my iPad. And as they do something, I'm able to do it along with them. But some people would be like, click, 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 click. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see. Very helpful. I need a change. I will try digital calendar. I always forget my planners too, and they're too heavy to carry. Yep. Yep. Martina said, I do everything from my phone, so I'm sure digital will work for me. Yeah. Same thing with me, Martina. Because I do everything on my phone. It's nice when I'm like home, I can like not have my phone and now pull out my iPad. Right. For you guys that are Android users, it would be your tablet. All right. Same thing. Rappers do sell there. Yep. Exactly. Yep. They do. Do you know the cost for the one you showed us? Great question. Let me look really quick and see if I can pull that up for you. They have different ones. So it's just a matter of what you want. But I think, yeah, the one that I got, it's $24.95. So it's on sale. You get to save 38%. And like I said, and they will send you a free update for 2025. So $24.95. And it comes with a free update for 2025. And like I said, the covers and stuff, if you use Canva, you can go into Canva to create stickers, covers, sheets, whatever, templates. So just know when you go into Canva, do a search for digital planner or digital planning. And there'll be stuff that comes up and you can tweak it and move it around and customize it. Yeah, so you don't need to buy all the extra stuff that they may sell. You just want the basic calendar, and then you can go in Canva, do a search for digital planner, and see all the different things that they have so that you can really customize and personalize what you want. All right. And I'm going to show really quick one last time. This is the one that I'm using. organizedme.com.au. That is the one that I use. All right, so that completes Virtual Coffee Break today. I will see you all on Thursday. Bye, everyone. Love y'all.